Good afternoon. It is 4 o'clock. I'd like to call this meeting of the McLean County Board's Health Committee to order. Would like to welcome everybody here. It looks like we have Member O'Neill, Member Farley, Member Bell is here but is not in the room, Member Hanson and myself. We do have a full quorum present. Having conducted the opening roll call and declared a quorum present, I would like to inform the Health Committee that Member Tompkins has requested to participate remotely under County Board Rule 20-20 and in accordance with the Open Meetings Act. Notice was received by Member Tompkins in accordance with our rules. Per Member Board Rule 2020, Member Tompkins will be authorized to attend this meeting electronically if a motion to approve the members' electronic attendance is made, seconded, and adopted by a majority of the members of this committee. May I have a motion to approve Member Tompkins' attendance? Motion by Hanson, second by Mr. Farley. All those in favor? Aye. Aye. Those opposed? The record will show, the motion is passed and the record will show that Member Tompkins is present for the meeting. Jeff, can you hear us okay? We did have Mr. Tompkins on the phone a minute ago, is that correct?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, good to hear your voice, Jeff. Thank you very much. I see. All right. So moving on, we have the consent agenda. We have approval of minutes from January 7th, 2025 regular meeting and recommendation of approval of bills and transfers, if any, to the county board totaling $1,102,953.56. May I have a motion? Motion by Member Bell, second by Member Hanson. Those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Motion passes. Thank you very much. Departmental matters. Administrator of the Health Department, Jessica McKnight. Anything to share?
Well, you have my report. I don't have any items for action. Something that was not in my report is about the Public Health Award. So the Health Department and Board of Health have historically awarded this starting in 1993 and have not done that since 2017. But we're bringing it back this year, so that's an award that is given to a community member that exhibits public health and contributes to furthering public health in our community. So we're accepting nominations now, and the information is on the Health Department's website, so I just wanted to give another plug for that.
Great, thank you very much. Yeah, good information. Thank you very much. Moving on, Mr. Wiley of the nursing home. I see no items for action. Do you have any information you'd like to share with us?
Hello, everybody. You've had a chance to look over the report. I just wanted to highlight a couple things and pass on some pieces of information that would be pertinent to the committee. First of all, we were thrilled 2024 ended with an average census of 100 residents per day. And looking back into our electronic health record and billing software, I was able only to look back to 2017, and it's been at least since 2017 that the facility has averaged 100 residents per day for a year, so we were excited about that. And then our Medicare A census was also a record all-time census, so we were excited about hitting those numbers for the year. But you'll see under customer service and census growth under D, effective January 17th, we have temporarily closed down the 200 wing, which is where our Serenity Hospice Lane was located. We still have purposed an entire hall on one of our two active wings just for hospice, as we've also purposed one hall on that same wing just for our rehab to home to make sure that we have beds available for those two areas that are a bit of a market niche for us. The construction project began February 3rd, and it's expected to run through April of 26, not April the 26th, but April 2026. I do want to take a moment to let you know that our team did an absolutely amazing job preparing our building for the start of the construction project. It looked daunting, to say the least. I also want to thank Tony and Scott and Joe and Jillian and the guys from facilities who provided much needed and much appreciated support and help to get us where we needed to be for the construction project to start, and they took off yesterday morning. The construction crew did without any glitches, really smooth beginning to the project. So we're thankful for everyone who helped make that possible. If you look at page 9, under the census spreadsheet, I just wanted to pass along for your information that we had to make an adjustment to our budget assumptions for our revenue. And those numbers would be our Medicare average that we're budgeting for with the construction project, with the reduction in revenue that will come with the reduction in our census to accommodate the construction project, which closes down a third of our building each phase. We're shooting for 10.5 Medicare residents per day, 32 private pay, 30 Medicaid, and 7.5 VA for a total of 90 residents. That leaves us room for any isolation needs that we have or any residents who may not be real compatible with a roommate. And then if I could direct your attention finally to page 11, you'll see under our agency utilization spreadsheet that we actually held at 15% utilization for 2024. However, with the changes and the adjustments that we've made of staffing distribution for the construction project, we are anticipating a significant reduction not only in our agency utilization but in our overtime. So that will help make up for the loss of revenue. And my projections would indicate that with a reduction in revenue, we will be able to manage our expenses to the extent that it should be budget neutral at the very worst. That's what we're shooting for. So I just wanted to bring those thoughts and those points to your attention related to the construction project. We're excited about it, and again, just very pleased at how everyone is doing at adjusting to it.
Great, thank you very much. Yeah, 2025 and first half of 2026 are certainly going to have very different numbers than we've seen, but the nursing home and you and your staff have done an outstanding job of prepping for that, building great numbers. I'm sure that people are going to look forward to having new air conditioning in the summer of 2026, and I'll bet you that'll feel really good. Quick question for you. So first of all, congratulations on achieving such a solid average and consistent average of 100, a sense of 100 per day. How do you see that shifting in the next 14 months while this construction is undergoing? Where do you see what's a good census that you're shooting for, knowing that it's going to be smaller than 100?
I'm hoping to average 92 or 93. During each phase, we anticipate having 96 beds still in service, but some of those we're leaving empty just so we have some room to breathe. So like I said, probably the 92 or 93 number is what we're looking at for total census, but we had to change our target numbers when it came to payer mix to where we are working to keep the numbers of our highest reimbursement payer strong. And then we had to look at any reduction in census, which, by the way, we achieved that without discharging anyone. We just let attrition run its course and then hit the number where we needed to be, and we're holding it. But as far as admissions goes, we had to take a look at what payers provide the least revenue, and that's where we had to make our adjustment in order to survive it financially.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much, Director Wiley. Any other questions from members of the committee? Member Bell?
You said something about people not getting along. Is there 2 people per room in each room? Are there 2 beds in one room?
In most rooms, yes.
And private pay, of course, probably has their own private room.
We have in the facility, we only have 6 actual single occupancy rooms.
Okay, and what What is the qualifications of hospice? That person's already there and then they are put into hospice. What is the qualifications? Is it 90 days, 100 days?
The hospice companies have limits imposed by Medicare for what qualifies a person to go on hospice. The facility doesn't really have any criteria in place, but the best I recall, Medicare requires around a 6-month prognosis.
Thank you. That seems like that's changed, hasn't it?
No.
Thank you again, Director Wiley. Moving on to item 4C1A, Mr. Tab, we have one item for action tonight. Request approval of public performance licensing agreement with Swank Motion Picture Incorporated. Can I have a motion, please? Motion by Hanson, second by Mr. Farley. Mr. Tab.
Yeah, this is a renewal of a contract we've had for a number of years. It allows us to view and show copyrighted videos or movies, so there are no infringements.
Excellent, thank you. Yeah, we do the same thing in public schools, and this is not something you want to mess around with, so you can get some big fines for that. So thank you for staying on top of that. Any questions, comments from members of the committee? All right, let's call to vote item 4C1A, request approval of public performance licensing agreement with Swank Motion Pictures Incorporated. Those in favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion passes. Thank you very much. Mr. Tab, anything else?
No, you have my report. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
All right, thank you very much. Moving on to 4C1D, Diane Hughes, Jail Superintendent. I see no items for action today. Anything you'd like to share?
No, we have the report from our Health Services Administrator. If you have any questions, or I can answer them, or she can answer them as well.
All right, thank you very much. Any questions from members of the committee? All right, well, thank you very much. Moving on to 4C1E, Cassie Taylor, County Administrator. I see no items for action. Anything else to present?
I have nothing to present this evening.
All right, thank you very much. Other business and communication, our next meeting date will be Tuesday, March 4th at 4:00 p.m. Thank you very much all for your service to the county. Call this meeting adjourned.